What do we have here, boys and girls? This is a Mark 47 short barrel rifle, modeled after the obnoxious gun that's always at every range day. But because it's winter time, I decided to go with white, even though it's brown out right now. It should be white any day now because it is February. Because we went with white, and it's a Mark 47 7.62x39. We've dubbed this thing the White Russian. We'll refer to it as the White Russian in video from here on out. This is the gun that I'm going to use for the duration of the rest of the winter. Instead of putting the 1,500 rounds through it that I normally put through every gun before we put out a video, I've decided to do an initial overview of this gun. And then after we shoot a whole bunch of ammo, like 3,000-4,000 rounds through it, at the end of the winter, come springtime, we'll do another video and see how it did. But without further ado, we have a full video out on the Mark 47 platform as it is. And I'm going to go ahead and reference that one for you guys down in the description box down below so that you guys can see what the Mark 47 is all about. And then we'll focus for this one on what's different between this one and the one that was pictured in that video. The rifle, affectionately referred to as the White Russian, is a CMMG SBR based on their 200 series Mark 47 SBR. This differs from the full-length Mark 47 rifle by using a 10-inch 1-in-10 twist medium taper 4140 barrel with a carbine-length gas system, as opposed to the full-length rifle's 16-inch barrel. The unaltered gas system length decreases the dwell time while keeping the impulse the same. This results in a lightweight, soft-shooting rifle with a magnificent fireworks display at the business end. For those unfamiliar with the Mark 47 Mutant, it is a gun that seeks to mate the rugged nature of the AK-47 and the esteemed ergonomic operating system of the AR series of rifles. What we come out with is a direct impingement rifle that borrows a bolt and carrier from the AR-10, the magazine and caliber from the AK-47, and the last 20 years of innovation in the AR-15 to produce a rifle that is simply overbuilt for nearly any task. As a note, the only major change that we asked CMMG to put on this rifle over a standard 200 series SBR was an extended charging handle, because, you know, winter. The rest of what you see is what you can expect out of a standard 200 series rifle or pistol, including the ripstock, which allows effortless length of pull adjustments to meet changing conditions. A brace variant of this is available for pistols. As a major takeaway for anyone who's in love with the 7.62x39 cartridge, we have been talking a lot lately about the difficulties surrounding suppressing the most popular firearm in the caliber, the AK. This rifle comes standard with a properly profiled and cut 5/8 24 thread, so after you have successfully emptied the range of all other shooters, you can mount your suppressor without worrying about substantial alignment issues. See, I told you guys that it would snow eventually. You know, it's winter in Ohio, that's the way it goes. It goes from brown one day to completely snow covered, and by tomorrow probably all melt again, because that's just how it is. No, I think we're in for a cold spell, but I wanted to come out and get a look at what it looks like against the snow. That the can is mostly air inside, so you make up the length, but you don't shift the weight balance of the rifle way forward like you do when you've got a long barrel, like a 16-inch barrel or something like that, and then you add this extra length, and this is a relatively short can. This is the energetic arm box. As far as 30 cal cans go, it's a relatively short can, and it doesn't add all that much to the end of the rifle. But you add that to the end of a 16-18-inch barrel, and then you've got a really long gun. I would also say that it makes it really handy for if you want to do any medium range stuff. You don't have to really worry a whole lot about velocity loss when you're talking about 400 yards and in. Let's do it. X-Tech magazine, and that ripstock makes it real nice to be able to just quickly adjust based on the length of pull that we need. No idea where this optic is zeroed. Here we go. You'll get another magazine. I think I've figured out where it's hitting. There it is. That was all me. Trying to get greedy. Ooh. Bulgy. You know, I think this gun's out of ammo now. It doesn't lock back on the last round, but I'm pretty sure, yep, you can hear the difference between it loading around and not loading around. So it can absolutely be done. You can hit targets at 400 plus yards, but you don't have to carry around that big heavy barrel to do so. Well, guys and gals, that about wraps it up for us on the White Russian here. The other thing that I wanted to point out really quick is that, you know, this gun is a fire-breathing monster in the short barrel configuration, but it is very comfortable. You notice I'm not wearing hearing protection with this thing suppressed. It is very, very comfortable. I would say gotta be borderline 130s on this thing with this can on here.
It's so obnoxious. It really is unnecessary.
I would also say that magazine compatibility is through the roof. We've had several AKs roll through in the past couple months, and some of them have had AK magazine compatibility issues, mostly centered around the Magpul stuff. This thing ran the Magpul stuff, the Bolgies, the X-Tech, the new US Palms, and this is the only time I've run a steel magazine through the thing, and you can see that it's been what is that stuff called? Plasti dipped. Because this was a really rusty magazine that I found on the range. So let's see if it'll run this. Yeah, it seems to run it just fine. Just smacking the van down there, but guys, be looking out for more on the White Russian in the coming months. And thank you guys for joining us here today on the VSO Gun Channel. Hopefully you guys were entertained by this video. I know that I was entertained making it. I've got this kind of fetish with stormtrooper guns, and this one is no different. So I've been wanting to do this one for some time, and I, again, had a great time making it. Stay tuned for more here on the VSO Gun Channel.
She gone.
Wombat, what do you think about the White Russian there, boss?
It's really bright. Can't really see anything.
No tack light required.